Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright lovelies, let's dive in today's video. So lovelies, I came by this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where this white women was saying spilling the teas. Guys, they were out to tell the truth, and I was just able to put up some stitches. Like, guys, I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment or whatsoever. We are just here for educational purposes, guys. So please share this video, subscribe to my channel if you're here to do that, and let's get into the video.
Pose the question, why do white people hate black people so much? I have been in situations where I've been surrounded by nothing but white people, and this conversation has come up. The race conversation has come up, and no one ever has an actual reason as to why they hate black people. There's always these, oh, black on black crime, oh, they're lazy, oh, they're this, but it's not actually, there's no legitimacy behind their reasoning. It's just shit that they've heard and they're regurgitating. And so, long story short, it really comes down to there is no reason. It's a deep-seated jealousy, a deep-seated hate that, black people exude greatness. Black people are the great inventors. Black people are the beginning of the human race, the Eve gene. And white people have worked so hard to erase the history and erase the greatness of the black race, down to even when things are invented, the majority of things that are invented were invented by a black person. But yet the white race has actually erased the original inventor from history and have put their names on things that they had no business putting their names on.
All whites are racist. Can you expound on that, please?
Any white person who was born, raised, and schooled in the United States of America, if you aren't a racist, you're a miracle. Either that or you decided to educate yourself. Because education in this country is about white is right, brown's all right, black's got to stand back. Yellow's mellow, but whites, we educate in a way that says that white males have done all the adventures, have made all the adventures, have done all the discovering, have made everything that is good and has been accomplished according to social studies, which is actually anti-social studies, by white males. It's a lie. But we do that in order to maintain the myth of white superiority. The myth of race has to be maintained at all costs in this country. Because if white people have to give up the color of their skin as being something that makes them perfect, what do they have left? If we start teaching the truth about history, if we start teaching about Nile Valley contributions to civilization, it will totally change the way we conduct ourselves in the classroom. It will have to. Columbus didn't discover America. You can't discover a place where people are already living. But we celebrate that every October. It's a lie. We need to get over, we need to stop telling the myths and start telling the truth.
So when you tell people that they're racist, and it must have some kind of effect, because most people will say, I'm not racist.
I'm not a racist. Why, some of my best friends are black.
Right.
Yeah, and then you say, name one. Or this one, I don't see color. And when some woman says to me, I don't see color, I say, I knew that. If you saw color, you wouldn't dye your hair that way. Or I say, if you saw color, you wouldn't wear that shirt with those pants. I believe that you don't see color. It's an attempt to deny skin color. And it's an attempt to deny what's wrong with seeing the color of my skin. Is it all right for you to see me kind of pink? That's okay for me. I don't mind. And I suspect that you don't mind being seen the color you are. You have a right to be what you are. And until people in this country and people in this world get it into their heads that the first modern human beings that evolved on this earth were black women. They evolved in sub-Saharan Africa about 280,000 years ago. And every human being on the face of the earth today has the memory of those black women's genetic structure in their genes. Now, we don't want to admit that, but that's the way it is. And as people moved farther and farther from the equator, their bodies produced less and less melanin, so their hair, their skin, and their eyes got lighter. As they moved into the east, they ate a lot of fish and a lot of vegetables, so their skin took on a different tone. I found that out when I was raising little kids. My husband worked in a supermarket. He was the head of the produce department, and they had lots of oranges that they couldn't sell, so he'd bring them home, and I was feeding my kids orange juice like you never saw in your life. They began to have an orange cast to their skin. I thought they had a liver problem. So I took him to the doctor, and she said, "What are you feeding these kids?" I said, "Well, lots of orange juice." She said, "Stop it if you want them to stop being orange." Now, if you think that skin color isn't anything other than the body's natural reaction to the natural environment, get over it.
So, if all white people are racist, according to you, can they be reprogrammed?
Well, of course they can. Of course they can. Of course they can be. It's called education. I'm an educator. The word educator comes from the root duc dus, which means lead, the prefix e, which means out, the suffix ate, which means the act of, and the suffix or, which means one who does. An educator is one who is engaged in the act of leading people.
So this lady asks, this black lady, are white women really that scared of black women? And I'm going to say yes. And this is my opinion as a white woman who is 53 years old and has lived in the South in Georgia in my entire life. But it's not being scared, but it's a fear. And it's not a physical fear, it is the mental fear. It is what we see in you and what we see you doing and how it challenges us and the fear of that. So we see black women and we see how strong you are. We see you coming together as a community. We see you supporting each other. We see you supporting your community, supporting your families, supporting your children, going out and fighting for your rights, being authentic in your race and in your femininity. Anyway. And we're jealous. I think we're jealous because we would love to be that, I think, and we don't know how to break out of the indoctrination that we have been suppressed by our entire lives. And I'm not giving white women a pass, don't get me wrong, but I know I and most women have been told, white women have been told our entire lives, be quiet, know your place, be a good girl, don't rock the boat, don't be too much. And when you are any of those things, you are ostracized because you have rocked their boat. And that is what black women are. You rock our boat, our mental boat, because you challenge us to look at how we are deficient and not living in our truth, and it makes us uncomfortable. And people don't like to be uncomfortable, and it makes us start to question ourselves, and people don't like to question themselves. We would rather live in our little bubble of white supremacy and what we know and comfortableness. I know that's not a word. Then a lot of people would, white women would, rather than challenge themselves to grow and know more, because it's easy. Doing the work is hard. It's really hard. I've been doing the work the past several years, and it's hard. It is hard admitting some truths about yourself and some truths about yourself as a white woman. So yeah, I think that white women are scared of black women because you challenge us in that way, and a lot of us don't like it. And that's why we fear you. It's because we fear what you make us face.
Like, seriously, lovelies, the second woman which I actually stitched her video, remind me of something. It remind me of a comment I received that A lot of people are, not more looking back at the days that so many people are not looking at the skin color right now. People are not being racist and all of that. This is something that has happened in the past, and people are actually moved on, and people are trying to like move forward and all of that. That most people now do not see, they don't see color. And now this woman is trying to prove it wrong. This is actually a comment I received when I posted some videos. So this person will tell you that, we do not see color. We don't know what you're talking about. As far as I am concerned, race and sex does not exist. It's something that has happened in the past, and you should not judge us based on something our ancestors did, and you should not judge us based on, what really happened in 300 to 500, 600, 700 years ago. And we are in a new era. Everything has been passed away and all of that, and they are just trying to make me feel or understand that reality does not exist to today. But this woman right now is trying to make everyone understand that this thing is still in existence, and anybody that will tell you that, oh my god, I'm not racist and all of that. At least I have white friends, and so I have black friends, so because of that I'm not racist and all of that. She used her emphasis of not seeing color. She used an example of, when her husband bought yellow oranges or fruit or something that turned her kids, to be yellow and all of that. These people see color, and this is it. This is just the fact. This is just the truth. She's telling the truth. Why I say that they see the color, and we shouldn't pretend as if this thing doesn't exist. It does. When you keep on, you try to tell me, based on that, and I keep on proving you, wrong. Because if I don't see all those videos I, react to and all of that, then that means that, okay, things like this has really been eradicated. So this now actually draw me back to this lady that actually got herself entangled with two Karens who happens to, embarrass her because they actually saw skin. They saw skin. Because if they didn't see the color, they won't go to that extent to actually, harass her, and even went as far as going physical with her. So if you've not watched that video, I think I'll still share the link on this, because I want to correct the fact that some people will tell me that, oh my god, people don't see, color anymore. We have, moved forward. You have moved forward on your own area doesn't mean that other people have, like, that these people are not witnessing this, they're not experiencing stuff like this. They are experiencing stuff like this. So this Amazon lady, she's actually an Amazon driver who happens to be someone of my own, color, decided to do her job. She, decided to deliver her stuff and met with these two Karens who obstruct her from doing her job. She was asked to deliver this thing at the front of the door, which she was trying to do her job, and this woman obstructed. She was even in that process still giving respect to this woman, calling her a ma, like, excuse me, ma'am, can I do my job, ma'am? And anytime I listen to that, anytime I see that, I was like, okay. And these people, let's just assume that it was actually a pan-colored person, that's a white person, who decided to bring to deliver this parcel. With these two Karens, because she later involved her friend, the both of them teamed up together to intimidate this, black Amazon driver. So let's just assume that this Amazon driver happens to be someone of, clear person. And do you think that these people will embarrass her, go physical with her, call her all sort of name, like criminals and all of that? Do you think that they will do the same thing to this pan-colored person who happens to wear their kind of, color, their kind of skin color. Do you think it's going to happen? That is why I say I still see, color. These people still see color. Most of them will tell you that, okay, oh my God, I have black. Yes, there are so many, the people have been educated. But there's these people that, I don't know. I don't just know what to do to them. I don't just know what to actually advocate, because no matter anything you do, they will still show their level of reasons. And this also has to do with something that they've been told. And this also, it brought me to asking some kind of question like, how is it even possible that you start, or you develop dislike, or you start disliking someone based on what you've been told? Why not just get close to this person, try to know this person, then create some kind of bond, then realize things yourself. They act and talk according to what their ancestors has been feeding them. Most of them, like some of them want to make us feel that everything that's been produced, invented, and all of that is being produced by colored people. Discredit people of my own type of skin. That is why appropriation comes in. That is why, appropriation, like they want to like get a particular culture, try to rewrite it, or try to mix it the way it will suit them and turn it to be theirs. And this also implied with this Beyonce new, this new song she just released that actually got everyone, talking and all of that. This country song. Do you know that most of them were like, okay, country song was invented by a old person. Like, this is just something that just happened, was it 2 to 3 weeks back? So this is how they try to like manipulate, try to turn things around and claim they are the actual owners of this, or the actual manufacturers of this. This is how colonization began. So, and another thing I also want to chip in, talking about how black or white women feels about, people of my own type of skin, if they are scared of them or maybe intimidated by them. I feel that this is actually an intimidation. They feel intimidated by it, and anytime they see this lady, they often feel that, okay, we are just here, and this person who is able to defend herself, stand up for herself. So they see all of this and feel so intimidated and feel that they wish they could do such, just like the last woman I stitch her video was talking about. So all of this thing has its own, its own interpretations. So I believe that with the constant education and constant trying to make them realize that Ray and cis is not the way forward. We all are supposed to come together, be one, because these Ray and cis are a thing. They need to be educated, and sometimes they use a case of reverse to make us feel that we are actually the problem, which everyone found out. And anyways, love this. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We are just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to my channel if you're yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. And if you have watched up to this extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying or harassment. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.